Welcome back to Timberborn and our experimental full version playthrough. BeaverBrook 4, and I think we're on about the 9th episode. I think this will be. So we are getting there. Last time, just a little recap. We started to move over here, so we're starting to do our urban crawlers last year, moving out the map. In fact, I got that one. I probably could have got that one there. Really, that would have been a bit. I didn't even notice that one, but not to worry. We've also got an aquifer here, actually, that may work quite well, and that I think might be something that I want to look at. I wouldn't say in this playthrough, but it's definitely something we want to look at. Now, obviously, the slight issue with this is getting power to it, but we'll carry on here and let's get other things done. We started to expand our... I don't know whether this is going to be the first housing complex or the main one, and then we just move out from that. I haven't quite decided, but we'll see. Also, I've got obviously other things that I'm building here, metal blocks, and I've gone down with a bit of metal blocks at the moment. So because I'm got no scrap, that's why I'm building this. This is the most important. This is the most important part to build. Let's get this done. Let's get this done, and then they can start to come through and get these done. Because they'll zip from somewhere. Unfortunately, we can't link these, but it's only a short run to get to the ladder there. That's from last time is for the here where they're going to do the grilled potatoes and the chestnuts roasting on open fire. I don't think I've ever had that, to be honest. I don't remember having it. Usually what I tend to do is, even at my age, at 50, I say to my mum, I say, "Mum, do I like them and stuff?" I just I don't know. I probably won't have them. It's just ask your mum if you like something or don't like something, even at my age. Because I could never remember if I liked it when I was a kid, so I wouldn't have a clue. Anyway, that being said, we need a place to put this stuff. Again, I don't think a lot of this is going to stay, so I'm not overly... But I don't want to... Sorry about that. That's why the music stopped, because I went to my... I scrolled too far. And we'll... I'm trying to think if is it a... I was also contemplating an underground pile, wasn't I? But then realised I didn't even have the resources for the underground pile. That's now going to have to change back to scrap. That I don't think even can have treated banks. No, I stand corrected. We've got... That's treated planks. That needs logs, so we'll have the logs one here as well. And I'll have 2 for treated planks. It's quite a bit, I know, but at the end of the days, we'll get this on a second. Come on, Biggie, get on with this. We need to, like I said in the previous one, this obviously is the large. I need 400. I've only got 300 so far. I'm on 2,000 on the grilled potatoes as well. Carrots are practically non-existent now. So what we'll do is, because That's our potatoes. I'm going to empty that. I'm going to empty that. 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 Oh, I don't know where I'm going to put them. It's been emptied, but I don't know where it's going. I've got 17 carrots left. I was going to put that for potatoes actually, because we're almost full of potatoes. That's the issue. So if I get potatoes there, I'll tell you what I'll do is this two here. I'll put for carrots. And this section can be for the why don't I just copy? That'll be better, wouldn't it? That's obviously empty. So now I've got enough potatoes. I've got quite a bit of storage there, 800. I'll leave this. Copy that into there. Don't think I'm using that, so I'll use that as well. That was a bit weird because I pressed it. There we go. So there's the 1200. So that's 1200 tips. Don't think I'll need any more. Carrots can go in here. And treated packets, I've got 10. Now bad water is going to be arriving soon. I'll put this up just because I'll remind myself. Now these take. Have we got enough for that? No, I've still not got enough for that. These obviously take 2, so that's 2 there. I've only got to get 2 in. But I'm going to do them at this side. So, yeah, I know. It looks... Bleh. I've got no... Wheat is coming. Or have I just said... No, that's not right. I got 3 in there. This will severely hamper that though. So I'm probably... I need more housing. That's for certain. How am I going to do this? Let's set out... The problem is I don't have a lot of room here, but I might as well utilise this with this sort of housing this way, and then I'll have another one of these. I always have a, campfire if I can get one in. Housing. I will get it in a minute. I know what I want, I just couldn't think what I was... that won't... You see what I mean? I can't go back one there, unfortunately. I don't have any explosives yet. So that actually might be something to get started on. But I can get this. I can get a set here, or something here, I should say. Can't really do much like, but and then that would go across. Something like that. I'll enable that to be done, and I'll enable that to be done. That will give us some more. I'll also, while I think about it, we'll set the well-being, and we'll have... I'll find you in a minute. There. I'll enable that as well. It makes sense. Now, I could eventually blast this down and join these two, which might be a way of doing it. I think that the zippy zips. Oh, we'll you know get things working eventually. This cutting malarkey is doing my crusty loafing. I think also it's yeah, I've got no blooming room for nibble again. Although saying that though, they're not building this, which they should be. Because if they build all that, then I wouldn't have the problem of not being able to get that in. And I needed, what did we say? I needed the, did I enable the, oh yes, that was pretty. 400, which I've got the 400, so that's not too bad. And I've got 10 treated planks, because we're not even building this either. That's another bone of contention. There's a lot to build, but there doesn't seem to be the beavers to do it. Probably because I haven't got... How many are they on? Well, there's 8 there, but that's really done enough, I don't think. Yeah, I think eventually I might blast this down and then open up this pathway. Something like that, maybe. I think so. I've got 1 day left. I'm going to start thinking about putting this up to about 85. In fact, no, I'll put it at 65. I'll put it at 60, sorry, because 60 will allow that still to flow, but it's got some in there. Logs are just, well, it's just ridiculously kind. I need to have this storage. I need to have the other, but it's 1,000. It's quite an expensive thing to have. But we could, because there's going to be a bad one, I might as well start getting this side out actually, and get some of this. Right, then... Oh, I'm going to have to delete that as well. You can't do them on a path, so you've got to delete these as well while you're doing it. If I'd actually press the right button, which would be a good start. No, that's the wrong one. No, that's the wrong one. Sometimes they have shortcuts, so you go over it and they would have a shortcut now. But I don't seem to. Even this experimental version would have been nice to see the shortcut for the demolish. I think it's B actually, but I'm not quite sure about that. I think I'm just I know some people like to use like other stuff, and I said the PowerShell and this and that. I didn't do. Why aren't you going in there? I wonder. I don't wonder why you're not going in there. I want this enabled anyway. Is it because probably because this needs to be? Is it because? What's wrong with that then? Oh, you see, that's not doing it either. It might be to do this. I've got the gears going. Have I got this going? No, I've not got this one going either. I'm going to get this one going. That's 4. Right, we built the tree, so the tree planks is now doing what the tree planks are supposed to be doing. I've got 0.6 left. I need to get this really high. That's fine. It's gone right the way up again. Right. That might be what I was. What the problem was. I don't think it is. No, I can't think of what the hell's wrong with that then. Okay. Is it because it's too low? Well, that'd be a Swizzby ease. Oh, you. Yeah, I can feel you from our friends shouting at me. No, pig. It's because you've only got. You haven't got enough supports on there. There we go. There we go. And then that one. So I don't need this one. And in fact, I don't need this one. No, I'm going to leave that one. Once the bad water hits, I won't get any water anyway, so I'll still get power. I didn't think it was. I wanted that. I want that to be built as fast as I can. This is still not getting built. Ah, yes it is. I think, therefore I am, if I do this and just get these in, I have a strange feeling that it might be because I just don't have the room to cut the planks. That might be the reason what the problem is. But I don't have the science points to get the large stockpile, which will take 1,000, and it would condense all this into basically nothing. So how are we doing up here now? Here we go. Now they're zipping to this. The problem being is I don't think I'm going to be able to get all this sorted. I don't know. Once that's enabled, these are enabled, I can get some more. I can actually get some more beavers into my lodge. Or lodges. I can go upwards. I mean, there's no reason why I couldn't build a, something around there, and I'd have to put these in the inside or something like that. But it is what it is. Only trouble is now you're cutting it. I don't want to cut them. The reason why is because they've got maple syrup in now, and which is a bit of an ish. You've got the things. I mean, that's a lot of maple syrup. That's a lot of maple syrup. Well, it is for the thing on this side. So what I'll do is put trees, cancel that. If I do this like this, Sometimes that can be a bit of a pain. I can... I plant crops. I'll plant wheat into that one. Don't know why that's... at least then. Seeing as these are... We'll finally get this out of the way. Now, I don't think... Oh, yes, we are. We've got to the stage where the chestnuts are now coming through. We've got to the stage where the maple's coming through, or most of it. By this... this is a bit... it's got 9 days before. Are we okay? Water's... So this looks to me as if bad water does not flow. I'm not trusting it though. As I fiddled with this last time, didn't I? But if I do... Come on. You did have me selected. If I do this... and it will do that. So... it's not open. Close below contamination. I don't want to close it. I don't think these are any use, but the trouble is if we do get bad water going through there. Or do we only get bad water? I'm really dubious about this. I still could use them though, couldn't I? I mean, yeah. I think these are the wrong things. That I want to... It says close above contamination. Close below contamination. I don't want to close them. I want to open them. I'm going to build these and then we'll... Because they will do what I want them to do. They will... I think what this means is close above... So... Close above... No, I don't want to do that, do I? I want to open. I'm still, like, thinking that this... is pointless. Oh well, won't be the first time. Anyway. Right. This is done. I've got 1 day left. I'm going to now... the one decent thing about this is what I quite like, is this runs no matter what anyway, so it doesn't matter about the situation. Ooh, that looks like bad water to me. Ew. Bugger. I think, before I even get anywhere, is I'm going to do some more levees here. Remember, I couldn't put this. This is absolute pointless waste of time because it's not doing anything. I couldn't put what I wanted in here. But if I open this sluice when this is built, I could do. This is bad water. I do not want this bad water to be in here. But if I open it up, it's going to go into my thing. So I might as well suck up the bad water. And do it that way. I think, anyway. Well, we're going to try it anyway. And let's get the water. Let's turn this around. See, this will work now, you see. It wouldn't work over the top of that, but it'll work over the top of that. And then obviously I can get rid of this. But until I get this built, I can't do anything. So we'll put that on the old get that built scenario. Also, that's going to need 10. I've got 20 treated planks. I only need 5 gears, and I've got 60 something. And then I need logs. I don't need to worry about the logs. I've got 2,000 logs. I keep having to build log paths. I just don't have the storage to actually put the logs. I'll copy this, and then there. Oh, look at that! It's amazing. It's so much faster. I'll probably have to make some room here as well because I haven't really got a lot. But I'd rather have that going. The other alternative now would be to start changing these into large water, the 600, once I've got the enough resources to do it. I'm not going to start, well I can't, well, I'm not going to start, but I can't really do any chestnuts until the time arises. We've got obviously this, I'm going to put another one here as well, I think. For the chestnut, but I've got obviously that on the center, so that's done. It's like I said, it's a bit higgledy-piggledy, but it'll do. Taking these two, which is only going to cost me 6. These are obviously cost me. I can get actually more out of these two. We'll probably get more out of 1 than I could probably get out of the 2. Actually, yeah, I'm going to pause this. No, I said. Pause. Okay, whatever. I'm not going to pause it then. Yeah, that's definitely bad water now. It wasn't like that before. This must have changed it in an update where it doesn't. That doesn't work anymore. Damn. Damn. That's disappointing. Plant. We need to keep going on the old crops. And that'll do. You have. Big carrot. That'll do. We've got these. Is this? Trouble is, these living things can like reproduce quite nicely. There must be logs there, that's why I can't get rid of them. Good. That's how much wheat have I got then? I've got actually 100 wheat now. Let's do this and then copy, set. And now we'll get that. Oh, the water's come back here. Jolly flipping good. Right, where did that go in? Oh, that's what. See, that's a sort of a cleaning tank. I'll set this going. Now, we'll see if there's bad water in here, which there should be. Right. It is got bad water. The only thing, where are we? I'm trying to think, but I think it's in landscaping. No, it's in yeah, the centrifuge. Now the centrifuge would be able to go onto there. It's quite an expensive building to do. That would give me extract. That's not going to be enough for that. I'm still going to need beavers again. We're now building this, thank God. Almost there. Almost the transition has been done. So that's good. Now I could get a second one, which I don't think at the moment is that as much of a bad idea. Again, I think it's there. I'm not saying this is a good idea. That's better. I just confused myself. Which is rather quite easy. Oh no, it'll have to be that way because obviously we want the thing on there. And then we'll I think we're okay just to put this line here. Oh, that's changed, I think. I didn't notice that before. Oh no, maybe it's just me. Right, that's better. Now as that's sucking that out, it's got so much bad water. That's the landscape. No, it's not. It's the water because there's centrifuge in it. Rotate that. That's the line that goes for the douchebag. The centrifuge. Then we'll extract is held by. This is what I always think is weird. As in the syrup holds into here. Okay. But the extract holds into a box, which is another weird thing. So it holds all over the place. I'm thinking, and I'm not seeing it. I'll give myself bad water, and I'm going to copy. Awesome. Aha. Right, that's done. We'll get rid of this now because obviously we've got them. And it's best to do this before anything goes awry. And then I'll do that. We only want... But we don't want that one. I'm not obviously utilising both sides yet. Because I'll go into there, that'll go into there. That's way enough for this. That's done. Oh, don't forget, I should have mentioned early on in the if you can like and subscribe, that's great, brilliant. But what I was supposed to, or what I was going to mention, let me put this back on. A bit of it. Unpause and unpause. Go there. They're gonna just cut this down. Oh, I haven't got any. Got that. I've got no more maple syrup and anything to come through, so I might as well put that. Plant trees, plant crops. Crops is crops, trees is trees, and all be well. Now we'll take all this down. Oh, whoa! Now that's a bit of an issue. I think that's clean now. Ish. When I do this next time, what I'll do is then I'll well, I've got the holding tank. Then I'm going to do landscaping, and I'm going to do another one of them and get that to be built. That's good. I've got two. Probably don't need the two. Plant. Sometimes my wording is slightly questionable. All right, so this is going as now intended. The problem is because I got them down here, they were actually they were just cutting everything else. I don't want that. Don't want that. That one, I don't want that. That one, I don't want that. That's wheat. Well, I was saying that though. How are they doing? Oh, I know why they're doing that because of that, isn't it? That's doing the wheat. I don't need this then. As long as I'm not selecting the item, I was thinking, why is that doing that then? It's only just dawned on me that how that was doing it. I only already built it. He was doing it. Right, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Always best to get as much wheat as we can. We haven't obviously changed it to flour. Now that's another concern that I've got, which I've just parked everything over here, which is a bit of a problem. Once I've got these are you got three, not exactly a Not exactly a world amount, but nonetheless, it was done. Yeah, so I've got the sluices going, and I've not turned them on. I'm still not too sure whether they can walk over there, but it doesn't really matter now. Chestnuts, open, fire. Right, do that. Do that and do that. You would have to go to that one to zip to there, and then go down here to put them in the chestnut. That's grilled. That's chestnut, which apparently I'm practically full, which is a bit of a swizz. That's wheat. I'm gonna have to go for another round of thingies here. I can see. Like I said, all this is gonna go. It's gonna go. Now that's quite a lot. That will fill up and get them done. I'm going to devote 6 to the water. Only 6 so far, and obviously I'll... oh, that's now been built. It's good. Get the logs back. Resin is about full, as you can see there. It's quite a lot of resin. Blocks are about probably. Oh, I don't need this. I could get rid of these now. That's going to get me some thing back. This I'll enable. No. I'll enable these again, and they'll start cutting. Jolly good. And I'll do the water. Didn't even plan that. I was just noticing. Right, so how is our storage? I forgot to press that button. Now they'll zip down. We can see them. They'll zip to there, zip to there, zip to probably this one, and then walk up there, and into there, and then back again. Aye, lemon pie. Jolly flipping good. It's not great, I suppose, but it's definitely something that they can do. I'll enable this as well. Might as well now. I'm going to go getting scrap coming back in. I want this for cat things and that, but I'm still not got that done. What if? It's not really. No, it's really a large thing that, but it will work. The problem is I can't close it because it's a constant stream. Else it would work how I wanted it to work. Now it's not going to work how I wanted it to work. I'd like to get this going because obviously that's then going to open up another section for water. But I'm going to need... I need 400 for a. I need metal, gears, and. There's no wood to this one. I just need metal. I just need, sorry, metal, gears, and planks. I'm still thinking though explosives is the best option, but I don't know. I'm assuming there must be some more geos on here somewhere, but I can't seem to see any. Maybe there's not. Maybe there's just that's where they did it to start with. I don't know. Like I said, we getting all this going. Looks like I've got. I'll put the chestnuts there. That's given me. Obviously, these need to be converted, which means these need to enable. Now, the slight good. Ooh, the slight good thing is now we're getting. We've got an entire section of kids going to grow up soon, but they will put more pressure on the food situation. Sure. I'm just trying to decide how I want to play all these things. These are not going because there's no bad water in. So I'll pause that because there's no point me having some bad water that's not there. That's just a safeguard. And I nearly lost everything, but I didn't. This was the, it's the wheat. Don't lose the wheat for Christ's sake, because it'll take an enormous amount of time to get back again. I did have a different system before. Now I could do it this system, but I'd have to move these out of the way. And I'd have to go upwards, where I have these on the bottom, and they're sucking it out, and then we have the large, storage like this, going upwards. So it allows me to have more water storage going upwards, which I think is it's a viable option to have, for sure. See, food is well, I suppose I'm not producing any other food at the moment, so that's why it's not doing anything else. How are we doing here? This I might have overdone that for sure. I'm now putting the maple syrup in here. I don't need these, remember, because I'm not going to cut them down. So I'm going to get some more gathering flags. If I can find out where they are. The food. That's an extra 3. I know I could have done a copy there, but I've forgotten again, as per usual. $821 in science points, but I don't think I'm gonna get. Storage. Wherefore art thou? I think it's. I mean, obviously, I can't afford the executor. I still don't understand why the Terran block is there. Like, and that costs you like. Otherwise, the other is absolutely useless anyway. It's still going to need power though. That's the issue. I don't see any other source of power by the ones I've already got. Eesh. I just don't think this. I don't think that's going to be enough to. I just think I'm going to need a huge amount more of gathering flags. The trouble is, there's only one tapper shack as well. That's probably another problem. But what we could do is. This isn't being built yet. And then I know that's getting rid of this, but needs must. And then I'll put a tapper shack on this corner here. And then they'll hopefully go from both of the ends, because when this is going, it is what it is. I don't even think they would contaminate the reason why is it's such a small amount that I don't even think it would make any difference whatsoever. I want the large storage, but I can't get the large storage. See, what I want to do is I want to do one of them over there. I think it's one of them. Yeah, it's too low. So that would be here, like here. Okay. Oh, I can't do it, can I? How the hell am I going to do this with non-ladders? I can't. My idea won't work. Unfortunately. Because I need the ladders. I need to go straight up, and that would solve this problem. Bugger. I've got 13. I'm obviously gonna need to start enabling a lot more of this thing here somewhere. Yeah, they only supply 400. Supply and demand. We're demanding slightly more than what it's giving me. It's a ruthless. It's a ruthless thing that anyway. It is what it is. I thought I got resin. What I did resin in this section somewhere. Probably not. I'll put that down there. Yeah. Oh, so it is that box again. I'd forgotten what it was again. That's why I was selected now. So I'll just put that back to wheat. So I've got this one. I've got these for wheat. I've got this one to be filled up. And oh, this is all usable now. It could be done, but it'd have to be done in a different way than what I'd like to do it. Unfortunately. Now we are finally got to the last logs of this session before, you know, this is now finally coming down. And I got to over 2,200 logs in stock. I just don't have... Well, I do have the beavers. The beavers are starting to come now. Now I've got some unemployed beavers. These are all full. This is an absolute nightmare. Let's... It'd be in the wood, isn't it? Tapper's shack. And let's get that enabled. 20 gears, enough gears. Planks, I've got enough planks. Logs, I've got enough logs. And we will go for maple. Because this can just not get enough maple syrup out. How the hell? I'm still umming and ahhing how the hell am I going to actually do this? I'm going to need to move these tanks anyway. But it's definitely going to need something if I'm going to store the water above these without obviously having ladders in tow. Which is a bit of a switch. I've got 10. I'm going to prioritise that with the hauler. They'll stick from there as long as they don't come back either. They just do what they need to do. I've no idea what I've got a cutter there for some reason. We're chowing through this. That's good. As you can see, metal blocks. That's... I might put this one for scrap metal as well. Because they're going to have closer to that. This one was for the logs, which is now not doing anything else. Ah, right. That can go. Because we're not actually doing anything with that now, because there's nothing in range. I've got a lot of resin. Which, you know, isn't the worst thing in the world. I got 1,000 in science points. Actually, thinking about it, the only sort of alternative is to build it here, isn't it? Let's have some wheels. See what we've. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's about there. So that would suffice into getting them two together. It's still not ideal though, but it's gonna have to work like that. And then I'll just we'll see these tripping in there because it's just I can't get a single line, but and unfortunately you can't actually move these either. I think it is either neither. Get out of the way. Do I get? Oof, I know I got a better. I do get a better thing there, so I'll leave that one there. And I get 200 there. I'll do that. Now I'm happy because I can do a center. We're gonna have to go upwards, which means the vertical shaft is gonna come into play. Oh no, the vertical shaft constant in here. That would work. I have to do it like that, and then that way. As we can see, we're about there. I'll get this. No, that's the gravity battery. Come on, come on, B. Come on. It's water, but not as we know it, Jim. This one is that. It's a bit big. It's a bit of a different one, I think. That probably means that I can actually go and do that from here. Again, I can only do that. I'm just going. No, don't want to do that. I'm placing this in because that way, then I know where I'm having to start thinking about getting all this together. That is not in line, but it'll do. Right then, I've got to build that from there, right the way back here. So if that's the case, then there's a couple of options. I can do it this. That way would be there. That way would be there. Then that way would be there. Then I'll go down, which will give me access to that. So we did. Apologies. Massive apologies. Things are happening. Another aqueduct and some. It's just starting to get ourselves there. I've got everything I need for this maple syrup malarkey. I'm not getting any more, but we are obviously. I'm going to start thinking about enabling them now and going from there. I'm going to have to redesign all this debacle in the next video. So anyway, I hope you enjoy that. As well as I say, I loved Timberborn. I think it's a brilliant game. And we'll see you in the next one. Don't forget, like I said before, this is This is a 3-way. It's experimental, so it's three of these a week. You'll have to, if you want to check out pigstv.com for where they are in that week, because obviously on YouTube you only release on that day, so at least you can see what's coming out. And we will see you again soon. Take care. Bye for now.